Chris, McNeese looks like one of those dangerous teams. A lot of older guys, a lot of transfers, probably difficult to get a handle on what they are.
Yeah, for sure. They played the two non-Division I games and won games by 60 points. So those, you're not sure how much to put into those. They've played a very good game at New Mexico. Really played Wisconsin very well. So it's a good team. They have weapons. A great three-point shooter, somebody who might lead the country in three-point shooting this year in terms of makes. So yeah, I think it's a good team and somebody we're going to have to prepare very well for.
Chance to go 4-0 for the first time since '85. The contrast from last year at this time to this year now is obviously pretty big. But with that said, I mean, I know Jacob said it's a long season, but I would imagine the atmosphere and just the environment is a lot more positive around the program.
Yeah, for sure. I think that within the program, I think we've been, positive in that we're realistic about how hard we're working and the guys that we have, and that's been pretty consistent. But in terms of the results and making sure that we're doing the things we can and are able to do the things we can to win games and be successful, yes, definitely. And hopefully we can play well here Friday and continue a good start.
Sunday's first half, the best you've seen any team here play in quite some time.
Yeah, that was really impressive. Obviously because at both ends, it wasn't like we had 55 and they had 45. I thought we defended very well. Thought we set a really good tone in terms of defending their best player, the most explosive player, and then we moved the ball really nicely, made shots. There are some confident players out there who have a right to be confident. I thought Grant only played 18 minutes, but I thought he really set a great tone. His first two touches, he throws the ball out for shots that are easy for guys, and made us really run our offense very well. So yeah, I thought we were terrific. As I said in the postgame, we had every advantage in that they're playing on the opposite coast. A day and a half after a game, but we really capitalized on that advantage.
I don't think Princeton was ever sixth in the nation in scoring ever.
Yeah.
But you guys are. I mean, having two overtime games helps, but coming into the season, did you think offensively you could be as productive as you have been so far?
Well, I think I knew we had really good players at every position who could score. And that's one thing I would say that, the top four scorers, or what I assume the top four scorers are very aggressive, but know how to play. So I don't think we've taken too many bad shots yet, but we've taken some aggressive shots and made some aggressive plays. So I thought we had a pretty good understanding of that, how to be aggressive, but still know how to make the extra pass or make the cut the guy that got the next guy open. So hopefully we can keep it up. Some of that starts to depend on how many threes you make, and when you make a lot of threes, that really bolsters your scoring average. But if we can continue to make the right play, be aggressive with the guys that we have, I think we'll continue to be a good offensive team.
Coach, I think the first two games, encouraging wins, but certainly leave you with areas of, whether it's concern or things you want to work on. How much is an opportunity to have two games going into Wisconsin against, Cal State, Northridge, McNeese State, probably two weaker teams, to be able to almost tinker with whether it's defensive lineups or kind of work on those issues?
Well, we'll see about on Friday. I think that, again, we had the advantage. It was a good sign on Sunday because we were the better team. We had some advantages, and we really capitalized on those and made it. Had a blowout by halftime. So that's a sign of a good team, in my opinion. Hopefully we can play well on Friday. I think McNeese is a good team, so we'll see. I don't know how much tinkering we'll do, but it is good to see other guys get in the game and really start to try to get those other guys to play well. And I think they've played well. I don't think they've had as many points and statistics as maybe we would all want them to, but I think they've played well and will continue to help us.
Review as you head into game number 4.
I think it's good to be 3-0 after the last 2 years we've had. It's good for our confidence, good for the young guys, and we're looking forward to Friday.
Nate, free throw shooting obviously has improved pretty drastically this year. I know changing your release a little bit over the summer was a point of emphasis. Where are you at now with translating that to the jump shot?
I'm working on it, just like the free throw. Spending extra time with Coach Jones from, jump shots, catch and shoot, all of that. I'm just working on it every day.
Obviously, your role expanded a lot last year from your freshman year. I think for guys, who kind of break out in their sophomore year, generally the next step to junior year is to then increase that role, keep moving. But it's a little bit different this year with two playmakers, Blake and Nick coming in. Has there been an adjustment for you to share a more crowded starting lineup?
I mean, we've practiced the whole summer together. It's definitely easier for me now, you know what I'm saying? Just as far as scout goes, they have so much emphasis on the other guys. So it's the court's more open, more driving lanes, all that. But I think it's just good for us. So.
Anything else for Nick, guys?
Yeah, you guys, I would imagine the mindset and just kind of the atmosphere in the locker room at this point in this season is different than last season. Just can you describe kind of the emotion and just kind of how things feel better 3-0 than they do last year this time?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're just attacking practice. It feels good when you're winning. I mean, even if we lost those games, it wouldn't be any different. But it's good for us. We're confident, and we're looking forward to being 4-0 on Friday.
Jacob, your review of 3-0?
We've been pretty good offensively. Shot the ball pretty well. We haven't been too good defensively. I think we've allowed other teams to make a lot of threes. I think we got to guard three-point line a little better. But all in all, I think we've been playing pretty good.
Is the first half, at least, against Northridge, the best that you've seen this unit play since you've been here?
Yeah, I think we were kind of clicking everywhere. I think our defense was really good. Anytime you can hold a team under 20 in the first half is really good. I think we kind of eased off second half, though. So I think that's something we got to work on and just going forward.
We talked to Coach about three-point defense after the Vanderbilt game. What are the things that you guys have tried to do so far to adjust to work on that aspect of it?
We're doing what we've worked on. I think Vanderbilt had a lot of sets, and Nesmith's a really good shooter. He got open a decent amount, made a lot of shots. But I think as far as the St. Francis game, I think we contested a lot of their shots, but they just made some tough ones.
A win Friday, you guys are 4-0 for the first time since '85. Is it kind of amazing the contrast and the talking points from last year at this time to this year at this time?
Yeah, it's definitely a big difference. We don't focus too much on the past or whatever it is, but we know how bad we've been the past 2 years, and I think it's kind of good to have a 3-0 start so far.
How's that translate to the locker room and the atmosphere and the environment and just kind of the overall, feeling around the program right now?
We kind of talk about it's a long season, We still got 25 more games. Anything could happen, But so to be 3-0, we're kind of happy, but we're not pleased. We're not satisfied yet.
Twice in the first 3 games, starters had to be helped to the locker room. How does this perhaps motivate your other guys, 6, 7, 8 guys? Obviously, most of your scoring, the vast majority of your scoring has come from the first 4.
I don't think the injuries themselves is kind of what's motivating them, but the fact that we've played 9 to 10 guys in the first 3 games already, I think that's motivation enough. They're getting playing time, they're getting experience, so they just got to make the most of the time they get.